Picture this, you're in a meeting. Your boss just praised an idea you came up with. Everyone is nodding, impressed. And in that exact moment, as the spotlight shines on you, a voice in your head whispers, "Oh no, they bought it. How did I fool all of them?" Or maybe you just got a promotion, a dream job. You're looking at the offer letter, and instead of pure joy, there's this cold, sinking feeling in your stomach. The feeling that they've made a terrible mistake, that any day now, they're going to figure you out. They'll realize you're not as smart, or as talented, or as capable as they think you are. You're just a fraud, playing dress-up in a world of real adults. If any of that feels familiar, welcome to the club. It's a huge club, by the way, with millions of members who all think they're the only one. This feeling has a name, the Impostor Syndrome. But here's the twist we're going to explore today. This feeling isn't just some random anxiety. It's a prison, a very comfortable, very well-decorated prison that you unknowingly built for yourself. And the building material for this prison is something we all use every single day, our social mask, the persona today. We're going on a journey to understand how this essential tool for survival, the social mask we wear, can become a cage. We'll look at how the polished, perfect version of ourselves we show the world can end up trapping the real, messy, wonderful person inside. This is the story of how we become imposters in our own lives, and more importantly, how we can break free. So to understand how we get trapped, we first need to talk about the mask itself. The psychologist Carl Jung called it the persona, which is a fancy word taken from the masks worn by actors in ancient theater. Those masks told the audience everything they needed to know. This is the hero. That's the villain. The mask wasn't the actor. It was just the role they were playing. We do the exact same thing. We have a work masks, professional, efficient, someone who definitely reads all their emails. We have a first date masks, charming, witty, someone who pretends to love hiking. We have a family gathering mask, patient, agreeable, someone who can listen to the same story for the 10th time. And let's be clear, these masks are not just good, they are necessary. They are our social survival kit. They help us navigate different situations smoothly. You wouldn't talk to your boss the same way you talk to your best friend at 2 a.m., right? The mask is our brain's brilliant way of saying, okay, new situation, new rules. Let's adapt. It's a buffer that protects our vulnerable private core from the chaos of the world. It's a tool. The trouble starts when we forget we're the ones using the tool. The trouble starts when the mask gets stuck. It happens slowly. We find a mask that works really, really well. Maybe in school you discovered that being the smart kid got you a lot of praise. So you polished that mask. You studied hard, you got good grades, but maybe you struggled, maybe you felt anxious, maybe you pulled all-nighters. You hid all that, because the smart kid mask is supposed to be effortless. People didn't praise you for your hard work. They praised the character you were playing, the natural genius. So you lean into it. You start to believe that your value is the mask. You're no longer a person who is smart. You are the smart one. And right there, a gap starts to form. A huge canyon between who you really are on the inside, with all your doubts, your weird sense of humor, your secret love for bad reality television, and the perfect polished character you play on the outside. This is the moment the tool becomes a prison, because now, whenever you succeed, you don't feel it. The praise isn't for you. It's for the mask. Every compliment feels like a lie. Every achievement just adds another bar to your cage. The success isn't reassuring. It is terrifying, because it raises the stakes. Now you have to keep the performance going, and the fear of being found out becomes constant. The whisper in your head gets louder. If they only knew, if they knew the real me, they'd be so disappointed. Life inside the imposter prison is exhausting. You're constantly on guard, constantly performing, terrified of making a single mistake. Because a mistake isn't just a mistake anymore, it's proof. It's the crack in the mask that will reveal the fraud underneath. Let's walk through the different rooms of this prison. You might recognize some of them. First, there's the torture chamber of perfectionism. Because your mask is so competent and flawless, you believe you have to be flawless too. This isn't about having high standards. This is about being terrified of being human. You spend 3 hours writing an email that should take 5 minutes. You rehearse a simple presentation until you've memorized every breath. You're not trying to do a good job. You're trying to create a performance so perfect that no one could possibly question it. The irony is, all this insane effort just convinces you further that you are a fraud. Because if you were really smart, it wouldn't be this hard, right? Next is the Hall of Mirrors, where success and failure are totally distorted. When you succeed at something, your imposter brain has a million ways to explain it away. You worked incredibly hard. Well, of course I succeeded. I worked myself to death. Anyone could have done it if they had no life for 2 weeks. The success came easily? Wow, I got so lucky. The questions were easy. My boss was in a good mood. Praise is like water off a duck's back. It never sinks in. It never nourishes your sense of self. But failure, failure sticks like glue. Failure is immediately internalized as the ultimate truth. It's not, I made a mistake. It's, I am a mistake. It's the final, undeniable proof that you were an imposter all along. This fear keeps you playing small. You don't apply for the big job. You don't speak up with a risky idea. You don't pursue a new skill, because what if you fail? The risk of being found out feels too great. Then there's the hamster wheel, which psychologists call the imposter cycle. It goes like this. Step 1, you get a new challenge. Step 2, immediate anxiety and panic. Oh my God, this is it. This is the one where they find me out. Step 3, you react in one of 2 ways. You either procrastinate until the very last second, then pull a heroic caffeine-fueled all-nighter to get it done. Or you over-prepare to an obsessive degree, checking every detail 100 times. Step 4, you finish the task, and it is a success. People are pleased. Step 5, you feel a brief wave of relief, but not pride. You think, phew, I dodged another bullet. You attribute your success to either the last-minute panic-fueled adrenaline or the insane over-preparation. You never attribute it to your actual ability. This just reinforces the belief that you're a fraud, and the next time a challenge comes up, the cycle starts all over again, but with even more anxiety. And finally, there is the most painful room in the prison, solitary confinement. The imposter syndrome is incredibly lonely. You're surrounded by people who like you, respect you, and admire you, but you believe they only like the mask. They don't know the real you. You can't let anyone get too close, because they might see the cracks. You feel like a spy in your own life, and the loneliness of that is crushing. You're at a party laughing and talking, but on the inside you feel completely disconnected, convinced that you are the only person in the world who feels this way. But I'm here to tell you, you're not, and you don't have to live in that prison forever. There is a way out. It's not about blowing up the prison with dynamite in one go. It's more like finding the key, learning the guard's schedule, and digging a tunnel with a teaspoon. It's a process. It's about learning to take the mask off. So, here's the escape plan. Step 1, just notice the prison. You have to be aware that you're in it. Start listening for that imposter voice in your head. When you get a compliment and your immediate thought is, I was just lucky, stop and just name it. Ah, there is that voice. That is the imposter talking. You don't have to fight it, just notice it. By observing it, you create a little bit of space between you and the feeling. You start to realize that voice isn't you. It's just a scared automatic program your brain is running. Step 2, do fun, useless things. The imposter syndrome thrives on performance and achievement. So, the antidote is to do things with absolutely no goal other than enjoyment. Remember that hobby you dropped because you weren't immediately amazing at it. Pick it back up. Learn 3 chords on a guitar. Bake a lopsided cake. Draw something badly. These low-stakes activities are a playground for your real self. They remind you that your worth isn't tied to how well you perform. You're allowed to be a beginner. You're allowed to be gloriously imperfect. Step 3, become a detective and gather your evidence. Your imposter brain is like a terrible lawyer for your own case. It ignores all the positive evidence and only focuses on the negative. Your job is to fight back with cold, hard facts. Start a brag file. Seriously, it sounds cheesy, but it works. Create a document or a folder on your computer. Every time you get a nice email from a coworker, screenshot it and put it in there. Every time you finish a project you're proud of, write down what you did. Every time someone gives you a genuine compliment, write it down. Then, when you're having an imposter moment and your brain is telling you you're worthless, open the file. Read the evidence. The feelings of being a fraud are strong, but they often crumble in the face of facts. Step 4, say the secret out loud. The imposter feeling gets its power from secrecy. It convinces you that you're the only one. The fastest way to shrink that monster is to expose it to the light. Talk to someone you trust. A friend, a mentor, a therapist. Say the words, I know this sounds crazy, but I often feel like I am a total fraud and I am just waiting to be found out. I will bet you anything that the response you get is not what you are, but oh my God, me too. That Me Too moment is one of the most powerful, liberating experiences you can have. It breaks the spell of isolation instantly. And finally, the long game redefined what success and failure mean to you. In the imposter prison, success is being perfect and failure is being exposed. We need to tear that system down. Start focusing on the process, not just the outcome. Did you learn something? Did you act with courage, even though you were scared? Those are wins, and reframe failure. Failure isn't proof that you're an imposter. It's proof that you're trying. It is how we learn. It is not a verdict on your worth. It is just data. It is your brain getting a software update for the next attempt. Living a life beyond the mask isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice. Some days, the old voice will be loud. The mask will feel safe and familiar. But now, you'll have the tools. You'll know how to spot the voice, how to challenge it with your evidence, and how to connect with someone to remember you're not alone. The goal is not to get rid of your social masks entirely. They're useful. The goal is to remember that you are the one in charge. You can put the mask on when you need it for the meeting, and then you can take it off when you get home, and just be you. True confidence isn't the belief that you are flawless. It's not the absence of fear. True confidence is the deep-down knowledge that you are worthy right now, as you are, with your flaws, your quirks, your strengths, and your struggles. It is knowing that the person underneath the mask is more than enough, and that is a feeling of freedom no prison can ever take away.